in the early 50s, about 51 or 2, 51 or 2. This church was established by your family 6 generations ago. Your family was instrumental in doing this, along with other families in the community, in building and maintaining this church and supporting it as long as it existed.
The owner of the property had the lease agreement written up, if you will, so that as long as there was an organized church, they could stay there.
At that time, in that community, there was no water, but they were looking forward as the time to build their indoor facilities and have, but they did have electricity, and then they had the mixed gas for heat and air conditioning, and they had electricity.
And then as we began to put our plans together, certainly what had to happen was renovation inside, because basically it was an auditorium and 3 Sunday school rooms across the back of the building.
The pews of the church were given to another church. I do not know the name of the church that they went to. The lady and her husband, the lady played the piano, and he was kind of the director of the music. They asked for the piano, and it was given to them. Different ones asked for different things that belonged in the church, and that was the way it was divided. Your granddaddy was the blacks in the community. He was the blacksmith. He had the cane mill. He also, if anybody passed away in the community that could not afford a casket, he built them one, and my mother padded and lined it. He also was the Sunday school superintendent and the blacksmith. He did everything that they would bring to him. And my uncle had what they call the grist mill that ground the corn into meal.
Oh yeah, that was another obstacle. But this guy that moved it, was an old guy, and he had a lot of experience with moving it. And that was one of the things that I was concerned about, was having to call the power company, because we had to go under the power line in 2 different places. He took 1-inch PVC and glued it together, and actually made a boom over the entire building, so that the front end of the boom was low enough to go under the wire. The wire had enough slack in it that it just slid up the PVC across the top of the building and off the back side.
And the present owner of the land was very patient as long as it was a church. But when it wasn't, then they wanted it removed from this land, because it was just be a building that was not maintained, and they did not want it on their property.